Surfing on social media is not really surfing. Or, to be more precise, watching surfing on the socials, it's not like watching surfing in real life. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Do you devour surfing videos on social media like you haven't eaten for a week? Yeah, me too. Although I am more selective these days as to what I take from the footage. Because watching surfing on social media is not really the surfing you get to enjoy when sitting in the lineup or watching it from the beach. It's awesome for analyzing other surfers' pop-ups and admiring their footwork. But the lens tends to focus on an individual surfer rather than the entirety of the surfing experience. And the lens is not facing your local break either. As such, you miss out on a lot of juicy and helpful learnings. Not to worry. Here's 7 things to do next time you find yourself in the ocean, not catching waves on a crowded day or admiring from the beach. Number 1, board type versus takeoff spot. One of the easiest things to learn from watching your local spot is how different boards position themselves in the lineup. Longboards tend to sit wider and further outside. Foamies often hover in unpredictable places because we are beginners. Mid-lengths drift somewhere in between, and shortboards cluster right on the peak. None of this is random. It's dictated by how early a board can engage the wave and how much paddling you will need to be doing. Watching who catches waves early and who has to be scrambling at the very, very end teaches you more about board choice than any volume calculator ever could. It's a great way to adjust expectations for your own board, too. Number 2, maneuvering around human obstacles. Crowded lineups are a masterclass in human navigation. Watch how experienced surfers avoid collisions without panicking. It's an art form. Small angle changes, slowing down, or committing rather than hesitating. You will also see clear differences between surfers who paddle wide to stay out of trouble and those who try to punch straight through. That surely must be personality-driven. Pay attention to how better surfers magically anticipate beginner mistakes before they happen. They have a built-in stay-away radar. Watching how people quickly recover after wiping out without blocking the entire lineup is invaluable. Number 3, will it want it break? This is where watching really pays off. The wave you think is going to break often isn't the one that does. By sitting back and observing, you'll start to see patterns. Which waves close out instantly, which ones peel, and which ones are just the freaks of nature and don't behave how they're expected. We have an entire pod dedicated to this exercise, if you're interested. Number 4, paddle tactics. Watching stronger surfers paddle is enlightening. They usually start earlier than you expect, but with less panic in their eyes. They don't seem particularly desperate, making these micro-adjustments along the way. Or you might get lucky and spot some surf-or-die shortboarders who jump on the wave at the very last possible moment, throw a half a paddle, and they're off. Number 5, look who's talking. Most lineups are quiet affairs, but spotting how local surfers signal intent is priceless. Do they shout out, left, right, when taking a wave at the same time? Or do they just, know? Because they spend so much time in the water of the same people that no words are necessary. It's as if you watch the lineup on mute. But so much interaction is completely nonverbal, yet so telling. Number 6. How to get to the back. Getting out to the back at any break is rarely about brute force. Watch where surfers enter and exit the water. Do most of them power through or wait for a lull? I read this one and it's so poetic. The ocean almost always offers a path. You just have to see it. Currents and rips are another kettle of fish, and you should be aware if that's the feature of your local break before you even step into liquid. Then, you can pay attention to how more experienced surfers are navigating them. Number 7. Problem kids and happy campers. Every lineup has characters. The snake, well, that's the obvious one. The follower, who will sit in your chosen spot wherever that spot happens to be. The hugger, who rams their body into yours at the takeoff. And that one who's in a dire need of an anger management course. On the flip side, you will see who's clearly having fun. Who laughs after wipeout, celebrates other people's waves, and screams, "Oh my God, yes!" as they catch their wave of the day. Next time, you know who your people are and where to hang out. Surfing is as much about catching waves and popping up as it is about pattern recognition. And as you become a skillful pattern spotter, your surfing gets a big boost. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipeout Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipeout Weekly.